back over here, I'll show them. I've been trying to catch a crop duster so there's somebody coming up here because I figured they'd be coming, or they'd be used up here. This should be cool. And here he comes. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's great. And he's coming back. Oh, yes. That's a cool shot. Yeah, finally caught one. But it's crazy how they fly, man. It kind of scares you. Not being able to, like, predict what they're gonna do. But that was a cool shot. Caught him coming over. I'm gonna have to clip that. It's Monday. Got home late. Well, not late, but later in the day than I wanted to on Saturday. Had to do some work to help my property manager there at my apartments, which, hey, if just a little bit of moving shit around and hauling something to the dump helps me get my rent covered, so it's just a little bit cheaper, I'm all for that. Luckily, it's not like all the time, but it's often enough that I know that it can happen. And that's one reason I've held on to my trailer and my my little Ranger. Which I'd rather have a bigger truck. At this point, since I've gotten so used to driving this big semi, I've noticed that truck's a lot smaller even than my my Outback, interior wise. But hey, it's a work truck. I can do just about anything and everything I need to do with it. No, I'm not hauling no double-decker car trailer with it or anything, but with it being a manual and got the 410 gears in the rear end, I could just about drag anything a couple of feet that I would need to. Like, I know that the guy I bought it from moved a 30-foot camper around his property with it. I think he had to go buy the 2-inch or 2 1/4-inch ball to put on the hitch, but he hooked it up to it and he put it 4 high and he dragged it around his property. So I really need to do a once over on it since I've been driven a lot lately, or since I started doing this. I probably need to do plugs and wires on it. I need to get the door fixed. That's one thing I keep waiting to hear back from the local body shop, because I thought it was just the door handle messed up and found out it's the latches. Well, when I was trying to replace the handle, those door handles are riveted in. Well, I was trying to drill out the rivet and I ended up messing up the little hole in the door sheet metal for the rivet. So like I need a body shop to probably go in there with some filler rod, or go in there and just kind of fill it in with some weld, kind of fill that hole up and then re-drill it. I was thinking I could put a riv nut in it, but I couldn't figure out what they were called at the time, and I couldn't find them. So there's that. Yes, I'm rambling because I don't really have anything to talk about and I'm bored, but I've not put a video out for a while, and I meant to do it this weekend, but I just, after hauling stuff to the dump and everything else, I was just beat. Like this sun was a little potent this weekend, and considering I only had one day off to get stuff done and then still kind of have some off time, it's kind of hard sometimes. I guess you could say I'm complaining, I don't know. Anybody else came up through Glendale, Kentucky? Where it is they're building a Ford battery manufacturing plant up here. And wouldn't you know it, they're working on the road to do that. And guess what our conundrum is? Yep. We got a bunch of impatient construction zone drivers. For the last, I'd say half a mile, we've had signs saying construction zone, speed limit 55. And you know what? I've not seen anybody slow down. I think like all of them have been speeding up, trying to get up here because this left lane ends. Like, why is it that nobody can do what the signs say? Like, come on, people. It's literally for like a mile. It's like a mile where you lose this lane. And nobody seems to know what construction zones are. Like that man right there. He was gonna ride that lane out. And we got a box truck dumbass that don't know what the fuck he's doing. At least that's what 90% of box truck drivers. Oh no, he's a professional. That's a truck with a sleeper. And he's probably doing about 70. It's always cool seeing all these cranes. They all seem to be flying flags because they have so much extension on them. Oh, what do we got? Oh, we got NKA. NKA can't do the speed limit in the construction zone. Of course, the impatient car driver. And oh, we got International Roadmaster. Don't know how to read the signs. Seems like nobody can fucking read. Let's get some fuel. I know I wasn't giving my truck a shower in the fuel island. I was rinsing off the soap so it doesn't impede my vision, because I get soap built up. Oh, that's what I forgot to do this morning. I forgot to add Rain-X to my washer fluid. I added washer fluid. I forgot to add my Rain-X. But can anybody tell me why Rain-X is never carried in truck stops? Like I don't use the Rain-X washer fluid. I get the concentrate that you add to washer fluid, and it well, it goes further. You get more for it. Well, that was fun listening to Josh's live. Had a little talk, listened a lot. It's nice when people are open-minded. It's very nice. We got about 35 minutes until Spiceland to park for the night. And that'll put me at 5.5 hours roughly. It's not too bad. Generally it's like a 5.5 hour normally, but sometimes it can be like 4 depending on traffic. Because you know, a GPS will update its time based on its information it's getting and traffic conditions for the ones that are connected to a live information channel. Alright, it's Tuesday. This week ain't been started too bad. I left out yesterday at about 11:30 noon. Hey, this guy knows how to use his blinker. I hate pulling out of the Spiceland here and people not have their damn blinker on, so you know they're going right when you're trying to go straight. It's annoying as hell. Anyhow, yesterday was a good day. Ran into a little bit of rain there north of Louisville. Wasn't too bad. I'm just looking forward to this week being a fast one. That way I can get home and actually enjoy a full weekend off. Just last week and then this weekend. Oh, he took it out of me. Apparently the girlfriend set up plans for us to go have lunch with I hate these damn little fucking box trucks. Now, don't back off till you get over. No, just keep barreling through. So if I had to get over, I'd smash your ass. Right, back to what I was saying. Girlfriend has set up lunch with a friend we made at one of our RC things we went to. Seems like a pretty cool guy. His wife's gonna go with us, so it'll be like a double date, I guess, if you want to call it. So that'll be interesting. I haven't done that in God knows how long. I haven't done anything remotely like hang out with friends, because let's be honest, you become a truck driver, you don't really have friends anymore. Because you're either on the road or you're home not wanting to do anything because you're home. And the people you do have that you consider friends are people you talk on the phone with. So yeah, so this will be different. I'll have to remember how to act with people that I don't know. It's like learning how to be social. There's that for Saturday, and then I'm wondering if they're going to have any kind of meetups on Sunday for the drift cars. That's usually when everybody does it. I've noticed there's a local city park near me where there's a pavilion building, or really it's just a big section of polished concrete with a roof, and everybody likes to go there because the polished concrete is really good for drifting with the RC cars. So that'll be cool if I can get to one of those, because the last one I forgot they were doing because I thought it was on a Saturday and it rained all day, so I thought they canceled it. And then not this weekend, but next weekend is going to be the first weekend of the month, so there's going to be another RC field days, so that ought to be cool. Get out for that. Get off the fucking phone. Damn it. What is it with all these numbnuts on their fucking phones? Alright, well, I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a minute. Is it me, or is it always the foreign guys, the Latino looking dudes and the black guys that are always on their phone with their feet up on the fucking dash? Now yes, the white guys do it too, but I always see it being a freaking younger white guy. The younger foreign guys all the time, but most of the foreign guys, and then the young black guys are always on their fucking phone. I've been trying to figure out how to do a thing on this, so this is it. I don't know how many times I'm sitting at the truck stop, whether it be getting fuel or parked, and these fuckers, and it's always like those three, those four, walking across the parking lot with their face glued to their phone, scrolling. Like, just swipe it up, swipe it up, swipe it up, swipe it up. And they're just walking across the parking lot looking down, not paying attention to a damn thing in front of them or around them. And I'm like, I'm going to laugh when one of y'all gets fucking hit. Or somebody fucking blows their air horn on you and you drop your phone into a puddle of piss water. And then, on top of that, you get these idiots that are so engrossed in their phone that they go into the bathroom to take a piss, and their phone is still in their hand and they're still scrolling while they're pissing. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you addicted to your fucking phone? Like to me that sounds like the definition of addiction. You can't even put the phone down long enough to take a piss? And I mean, it's full on. They're like a step away from the urinal. Fucking dick out in the wind. Everybody in the world's seeing what the fuck they're doing. And they're just sitting there with their phone laying on their chest. Like they don't want to see their own dick while they're pissing. Like, seriously, people. Put the fucking phone down. Like this is proof that kids are getting phones too young right there. Like, there have been studies done for anybody that gives your child under the age of 10 a phone, a tablet that they can just willy-nilly play with anytime they want. That's the equivalent of giving them fucking cocaine or crack to their little brains. Because what you're doing is you're giving them something that just releases those endorphins in the brain. Like they just took a fucking hit of acid or cocaine. And the fact that you give it to them and they have it as anytime and as long as they want most of the time, because let's be honest, most people give their kids it so they'll shut up and leave them alone, or so they'll just stop fucking bouncing off the walls because they're fucking Energizer bunnies from hell because they have so much pent-up energy and not really much to use it up. And then you give them a damn phone or a tablet and you let them play with that. So you've got excess pent-up energy, and then you give them a fucking hit of cocaine. Yeah. We're making little psychos. We're making little sociopaths. Like, you can look that up about giving a child under the age of 10 electronic device that they can use anytime they want. There have been studies. What it does to the brain is the equivalent of giving them like a hit of cocaine. Because it just releases those endorphins. And it keeps releasing those endorphins. And it keeps releasing those endorphins. And then you know what? What happens with an addict? When they do a drug long enough, their brain stops releasing the same quantity. Or their body gets to the point where they need more. And that's when you get these kids that you take their things away and they fucking snap. Like you just took away their lifeline. Yeah. So there's that for you. There's my little rant for today. People are fucking addicted to their phones. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm innocent or I don't have the issue, but like, I'm not sitting here with my phone in my hand looking down while driving. My phone stays in its mount when I drive, and I swipe music or swipe what little podcast I'm watching, but it doesn't sit in my hand, so I'm not tempted to play with it. That's the other thing. All these fucking people on the road, fucking phone holders, people, phone mounts. Dumbasses going down the road holding their phone plugged into the fucking cigarette lighter. They make mounts for every phone known to man out here, alright? I've got a fucking S22 Ultra. It's a big ass phone. It's hard to find mounts, but even I found a fucking mount that holds it. Get your phones out of your hands, people. Get your phones out of your hands. Oh, the joys of country driving. Which I'm not bitching. Just, it's one of those things where, oh, thank you, Lord, I don't have to try to pass you. I don't have to try to pass you. Thank you, thank you, farmer. Thank you. Yeah, that's only like the third time I've ran into one of those. And luckily, it's been weeks in between them. I'm dreading harvest time for this corn. Because then I'm going to be fighting harvesters going to fields. And those things are huge. Like I saw one last year before winter time that made my truck feel like it was tiny because of how high it sat. It was a big old boy. Big old boy. Oh, darn it. I've been talking too much.